Hello, and welcome to Language, Culture, and Dr. Lou, where every day is a good day to learn a new weird word. And so this is, of course, part of my Weird Word of the Day video series. And in this series, we're talking about a bunch of words that sound weird in English but have interesting meanings. And you may not know this one in particular if you're not a runner, especially. And so our weird word of the day is going to be fartlek. Hmm. Doesn't that sound kind of silly? Fartlek? Um, say it with me one time. Fartlek. Fantastic. Um, so the reason why this word seems a little weird in English is because it comes from Swedish. It is a Swedish word. The fart part, the first syllable fart means speed, and the second syllable lek means play. So it's a Swedish word meaning speed play, and that tells you, well, that might help tell you why runners might know about this. Someone who runs might know about this more than others. And it's quite appropriate for what the term means, speed play, because essentially when you're doing your training while you're running, your practice runs and all that, you play around with the speeds that you're running, pretty much. I'm not a runner, okay, so I don't know all of the details of lots of different kinds of training programs or anything like that. But I do know that what Fartlek is for helping build your endurance while also building your speed. It's sort of, and that's sort of why they go back and forth between it. One example could be if, let's say, you go out for a run and you're doing your typical easy pace for the warm up of it for, let's say, you're going for like 10 minutes and then you see like a landmark up ahead. Could be a clock tower or could be uh, a movie theater or whatever. You see a landmark up ahead and then you speed up your pace and run really fast all the way to it. And then once you get there, you might, slow down your pace a little bit and go back to a more relaxed, easy pace and whatnot. So you're building your endurance, uh, well, your speed, and and you're being able to maintain a certain speed over a long time. All that is important to runners, especially if you're going to try to get a better time, your best time in a marathon, for instance. And so, one thing that's different with fartlek runs than interval training is that fartlek is less scientific, and it is certainly uh, yeah, you don't have to go out with a specific plan. You can go with how you feel and all that, and you can let the terrain sort of guide you a little bit. So anyway, it's a kind of training that runners do. And typically, well, really all you need to know about it to remember um, what it means is that it's a Swedish word for speed play. And so runners are playing around with their speeds while they're doing that, pretty much. And so it's not entirely regimented like interval training would be. And it's also not keeping up the same exact speed the same time, just like a tempo run would be. So it's something in between those two. And that's what the word Fartlek means. And so it's a pretty funny word, but makes a lot of sense once you know that the reason it seems funny in English is because it's not from English originally, it's from Swedish, and but still fun thing to say, Fartlek. And yeah, so thank you for watching my next weird word of the day, Fartlek, and I will come up with another one pretty soon. And so I appreciate everybody who watches my videos until the very end. So thank you very much for sticking around with me to do that. And I appreciate it so much. So please consider giving this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I will catch you around next time. Bye bye.